Hi, willkommen Vena. Oh my god. Hey, hello people. I haven't made a video in a while because I've been busy with school, but since the year's over and I will be graduated when you see this, probably, I decided I'll start again. I watch a lot of YouTube, and so I was trying to decide what type of video I should do, like a day in my life thing, but it's very boring right now. Get ready with me in the morning. So then I was thinking, I like learning languages and watching about people learning languages, so I'll do that. I've been learning Danish via Duolingo for almost 2 years. 2 years in July, I think. And then starting in this July as well, I will be I will be brushing up on my French via an online program, an online course. So that might be fun to see what happens. We can track my progress with Danish and then see how French is going. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Yes, we can start today with what I usually do on a day-to-day basis for Danish. So like I said, I've been using Duolingo, so I can show you that, and I can explain what else I do besides Duolingo for that. So okay, here is my Duolingo. I probably should do like a fancy screen recording on my laptop like all the real YouTubers do, but I don't know how to do that, so I'm just filming my laptop screen. Sorry about it. Yeah, so as you can see, I've I've gotten decently far. I'm actually very impressed with myself with like how much I can read and understand, considering that I've only used Duolingo. And I think that is because Danish is a Germanic language. English is also a Germanic language, so there is some similarities in terms of vocabulary, and I think the sentence structure is more similar to English than, say, French or Italian. So yeah, that's been really cool. Usually I do 3 lessons. So like today, I will be doing, let's go down. I'm trying to get all these red categories onto the orange. For a while, I was just like doing all these easy ones to get them to the highest level, and then I was doing some other like easier ones to get them to orange. But now I'm like, oh, I just want to finish all these reds. But I kind of jump around, as you can see, like I have an orange one down here. It really depends on how motivated I'm feeling for the day. If I'm like, yes, let's just do all the Danish, then I'll probably just like go in order and progress. This is a hard one for me. But if I want something easier, I'll try to find a category that has less lessons like this one and do that, or just one that I think might be easier. So I guess I thought attributes was easier, or like politeness. I don't know. Sorry, I just sniffed. That was probably annoying. But yeah, let's do abstract objects, I think. Okay, also, I don't have a fancy tripod or anything, so I don't know how I'm gonna film this and type, but it's fine. Thanks to my nice iPhone 11, I have that wide lens, so this is what's happening now. Ew, I hate this, how my hands look. Let's see.
Du ansvarlig for din søns fejl.
I never do the speaking ones. Oh, look at that. They did not. I should have known. Oh, see, I just did this one and I forgot. Yeah. The attitude. Oh.
Hvordan ser du ikke faren?
Hvordan ser du ikke faren? Oh, wait. It said... I definitely typed father, and the correct word was danger. Are you kidding me? It said I was right. My God.
Glæden er kort, men dejlig.
Glæden.
Glæden er kort, men dejlig.
Okay.
Hvor er fejlen?
Sometimes I do these and sometimes I don't. I don't want to do it today. Got it this time. Still forgot the word for murders.
Nogle mennesker kan godt lide far.
Thanks, duo.
Ja, med glæde.
Mordet var i aviserne i dag.
There we go. Thank you, duo. Okay, so as you saw, I do not do the speaking part of the speaking questions for Duolingo. And I also don't really do the listening ones a lot of the times. That's just because I don't know, I don't want to. So speaking and listening are obviously half of learning a language besides reading and writing it. So what I do instead, since I don't have any IRL Danish friends, is I listen to a lot of Danish music and I watch some Danish YouTubers. For a while I was watching a Danish show and I kind of just stopped because I got tired of the show, like the plot I was bored with. But yeah, I watch Danish YouTubers. When I say I watch Danish YouTubers, I mean like I only actually like follow and watch one girl, and I do follow another guy, but sometimes I'll watch like other random people's, but yeah, only one girl who I actually like consistently watch her videos.
Største favorit i hele den her video. Jeg købte det her par inde på Zalando for et lille stykke tid siden. Så meget.
I really like
Næste
those
favorit
shoes
ikke noget, jeg
too.
sådan kan vise jer på den måde, sådan noget jeg kan sidde med. Men jeg vil sige, at hjemmetræning,
shirt
det
as
er altid
well.
blevet en favorit hos mig. Nu kan man jo ikke komme
So that girl, her name is Emily. I know it's not, you don't pronounce it like that in Danish, but and yeah, she just talks about like fashion stuff, what she does in her day, in her life. I don't know. She just seems like a fun gal. And yeah, I like seeing Danish fashion as well. And then music. So I listen to I listen to a decent amount of Danish music though. My favorite bands, the first one I found actually sings in English, but I really just love them in general. But Danish bands who sing in Danish, my favorite is probably this band or this group who's two guys called Dusen. So what I do often is I will listen to the song while reading the lyrics. When I hear, and obviously it's a little different singing versus just speaking, but listening to what the words sound like while seeing what they are actually supposed to be, because a lot of words sound very similar, or people just don't pronounce half the words, so it can get very confusing. Sometimes as well, I've actually printed the lyrics out and read them and tried to translate them myself, so that's really fun as well. And then that's also a good exercise in figuring out how sentences are actually supposed to work, because sometimes, you know, it's not gonna say like word for word, it doesn't make sense, but then when you put it in the context of a phrase with other words, it has a different meaning. So that is really good for getting practice with that. Oh, and then my phone is in Danish as well. So my phone's in Danish, so any like notification I get is in Danish. All the system settings and everything, Danish, which is not good sometimes because sometimes I don't understand what it's saying. I also put Facebook in Danish, so I'm just trying to like really immerse myself in the language as much as I can. Also, another quick thing I remembered, my notebook, just like my little journal planner thing, it's not a bullet journal per se, but I write, I write it all. I mean, I guess technically it is like a bullet journal, but I write it out, and so I have the days of the week in Danish. I have my little habit trackers. Wow, I promise I am drinking water. That was when I was not doing good with my Danish practice. Let me see. So this is what I've been doing now. But yeah, my notes usually aren't in Danish. I actually don't really write I don't write a ton of notes anyway, but yeah, I put all of those in Danish, and like the habits. I mean, exercise probably isn't, but yeah. Yeah, so I'm standing again because the lighting's better this way. But yeah, that's kind of my daily Danish lessons for myself. Sorry, my dog's barking. Yeah, I would love to be able to take an official Danish course somehow. I just don't know where I would do it, especially right now. I mean, I'm sure there's probably like online stuff I can do, but like I said at the start of the video, I'm gonna be doing an online French course later in the summer, because I want to go to grad school for art history, and you need reading knowledge of 2 foreign languages, and so I really need to bump up my French since I have not formally had a French course or lesson in like 3 years or something. So yeah, so I'll be doing that later this summer, and yeah, I'm very interested in seeing how that goes for me, because right now, since I've been focused so much on Danish, I have forgotten a lot of French. The sentence structure, like the grammar of how you put the sentences together and how words work, is much more confusing for me. I found that the Danish sentence structure is much more organic. I don't know if that's like the right phrasing. But yeah, it just makes more sense to me. And so recently I've been kind of like just talking to myself in French to see if things are coming back to me, and it'll be going like okay, but I will just have moments where I genuinely forget how to conjugate a verb or the word for something that's pretty, not simple, but like not a difficult vocabulary word, but I can remember the Danish one. And so even though it makes me frustrated from the French side, it makes me really happy because I'm like, wow, I have actually been learning Danish through Duolingo, and it's actually really amazing. So yeah, we'll see. As like a quick side thought that I had, so last year I took Italian at university, and through that class I continued to do Danish Duolingo in the morning before I would go to class. So I did it in the morning before I had class, and because the languages are pretty different, I didn't really get them confused. But it'll be interesting now because I've had more time learning Duolingo. It's a whole year later. Learning Duolingo, oh my god. Learning Danish, like it's a whole year later. It'll be interesting to see where my brain goes to now. And like last summer as well, I studied abroad in Italy, and I was taking an Italian class during that time as well. And when I was not in class and I would try to think of like a pretty common or simple Italian phrase, I would maybe actually forget it and think of the French instead, because those languages are more similar, obviously. So yeah, I'm just kind of rambling at this point, but basically what I'm trying to get to is that I'm very excited for myself in my language learning journey to see what's gonna happen. I am both excited to go back to French because I do like it. I said that very hesitantly. I do enjoy the language. It's very useful in a lot of ways, especially related to art history. But I just really love Danish. That's the moral of the story. If any Danish person is out there watching me, which probably not, but yeah, if I have any Danish viewers and you want to help me learn Danish, please let me know. Leave a comment for me. I would love to have like a language partner, because yeah, I don't know anyone Danish IRL, so I can't really talk to anyone. I basically just talk to myself or talk to my family, and then they give me confused looks like, what? Or I talk to my dogs and I tell them that they're good dogs. Yeah, maybe in another video, if I am feeling confident in myself, maybe in a future video, what I'll do is I will try to actually speak in Danish, because I think for the length of time that I've been learning Danish and the method through which I'm learning, so Duolingo, not like actual tutoring or in-person classes, I feel like my accent is decent. I'm not gonna say it's good, but I would say it's decent, like a solid 5 out of 10. So yeah, so maybe we'll try doing that. So yeah, that's it. This is probably a very long video. Thank you if you're still watching this. Like I said, if you are Danish, please leave a comment. That'd be absolutely wild. I would love to virtually meet you. But yeah, make sure you subscribe so you can see my next video, and see how my language progress goes. Okay. Stay safe and healthy, everyone. Hi.